How's it going, everyone? Botbird 208 with my first upload in probably like 8 years. Here we are. We have my Atari set up on the floor. Interesting tidbit. My brother taped this with, I think this is masking tape, a very long time ago, and I'm sort of afraid. Oh, something just happened to the TV. Sort of afraid to take it off, but that's not interesting. Anyways, I'm going to be making a strategy guide for Dragonfire and show you that it's not so bad. So it's actually a good game once you get good at it, and it's easy to get good at it. And I'll show you the methods I do now with a little bit better vocabulary than I had when I was 13. So, and it's not so bad. All right. Got my Suncom Slick Stick. This thing is a piece of crap. The lighting's not very good. Let's try it over here. But I mean, it's coming apart. One of the screws is down on the Atari. It's coming apart. Can't even stay together. Held by one screw. But as far as joysticks go, I like it because it's cheap and it's got a really short throw. All you have to do is do that to go left and right, and it is durable compared to the Atari joysticks. But yeah, let's get going. Don't want to bother you with this stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to start playing. So the first thing I do on this bridge level is I get right to the middle. Right to the middle, right. It's the first place I go. In these earlier levels, you don't really need much strategy. So yeah, I go right to the middle, and then you can sort of sense when the fireballs are going to be coming at a bad time. And then basically, when the fireballs, so I'll show you this. This is a very good strategy. So you can hide back here. When the two fireballs come out of here and sync up right at the edge of this castle, they'll come out perfectly next time, 90% of the time. And I'll wait till the next one. Next one should be, see that one, now we have to wait another cycle. Alright, so this one, they should sync up. That's close enough. And then it's good this time, and you're good. That's probably my easiest strategy with the bridge. As you can see, that one didn't work out. However, when it doesn't work out, you can do that. You can jump over that one and duck again. That's another strategy. And then the next one should be good. So this pink dragon is actually probably one of the harder dragons because their speed doesn't really match up with your speed, because your little man starts going faster at that stage. Yeah, you can see I just used strategy number 2 on the bridge right there. Strategy number 1 is just waiting until an opportune time. For example, this, I'll wait for an opportune time where the two fireballs sync up right here. There we go, that's it, and the next one should be good. So that's strategy 1. And then strategy 2 is going back and then going straight out again. Jumping over this one, ducking over that one. And while that one's less safe, it's still pretty effective as long as you pay attention. And so yeah, now we are on the white dragon. This is where it gets difficult. Or this is where the game really, stops getting harder. So this is where all the strategy really lies. And so yeah, basically, that was stupid. The key to the white dragon is just going back and forth, basically perfectly out of phase with it. So as you can see, when I'm at the leftmost, when I'm furthest left, about to move right, the dragon should be furthest right, about to move left. And there should be it should be absolutely synced up. If you know anything about like sines and cosines. It's almost like a sine and cosine graph. It's kind of stupid way to think about it. But literally all it is you want to be exactly 180 degrees out of phase of the dragon. That's all it is. And so you just have to go back and forth while maintaining that out of phase situation with the dragon and collecting your treasures in the meantime. And so that's really all there is to it. And you won't die as long as you do that. Now when you're coming out of when you're going into the room, the key is to go up as quickly as possible. Not straight up, but diagonally up. That is the key. And the dragon will never be able to hit you. So yeah. So now there's a treasure down there. It's that triangular treasure. So the key to getting those is, you can see it's not perfectly in the center. The key to getting those is make sure you're going back and forth so that the dragon is in one location. As you can see, I'm keeping the dragon on the right side of the screen in this case. And then for these ones that are slightly off, you can just go diagonally down. Slightly off the center, you can just go diagonally down. You can see. And then, again, keep the dragon completely out of phase from your little man and just collect treasures as you go. And that's really all there is to that. Now see, here's a treasure, this little brownie looking thing that's down right in the center of the screen. What you want to do is you want to just get the dragon in a part of the screen where his fireballs are not going over the treasure. And then all you do is you go straight down and you scoop it up. As long as his fireballs are not going over the treasure when you are moving around, he will not come at you. You're not going to get hit when you go straight down for the treasure. So that's just one method on how to avoid being hit when the treasure is perfectly in the center and as low as it can possibly be. So in this case, that little, I don't know what it's called, the little musical instrument, it's down to the right side. So all you have to do is make it so that the dragon's fireballs are not crossing that. Alright, I guess that example got ruined and there's spiders on my screen, so. Oh, no, this example's good. So all you have to do is make it so that the fireballs are not going over that treasure as you're running back and forth. And then just go diagonally and scoop it up. You won't get hit as long as you keep doing what you're doing. So this instrument treasure is a little off to the right. Sometimes I like to do this. You can just go further and bang the dragon off the walls and then just loop it when you come back. That's really all there is to that. As long as you do this and keep the pattern, the rhythm going in this game, there shouldn't be any cheap deaths. The cheap deaths obviously come when you're going from one screen to the next. So yeah, in this case, I want to keep the dragon a little over to the left and then just diagonal down and go for it. All right, get away. That was a little risky, but it worked. Yep, so that's really, those are the main tips. You can go, so there's two ways to get a treasure. That's down and in the center of the room. You can either go straight down for it, or you can sort of do a little loop. Alright, let's, I don't even care. So yeah, let me show you. You can either, so in this case there are two treasures right next to each other. I'm just going to go for diagonally for them. You can do that, and then right there. That's really all it is right there for those. I mean, there's really a million ways to get the treasures that are on the bottom of the screen and in the center of the room. You just have to make sure the dragon, you can manipulate where the dragon goes. That's really it. So, and then once you are confident that you can get the last few treasures in one swoop, just go for it. Don't even worry about keeping the dragon in phase. Yep. So now there's a big mental aspect to this game where you want to make sure to not lose your first life for as long as possible. Because once you lose your first life, it becomes a lot harder to stay focused and you get a little frustrated because no matter what you do, there are going to be cheap deaths in this game. The fireballs aren't the most predictable thing, especially on the bridge. But that's just how it goes. It's really a game, more of a rhythm game than anything. The rhythm of making sure the dragon is 180 degrees out of phase with your little man. See, in that case, I wasn't going to get greedy and go for that treasure because he was starting to become out of phase. You want to make, or in phase with the man. You want to make sure he's out of phase with him. I don't know if that explains it, but that's just how it works in my head. And if you have any questions, I'll respond in the comments. Yeah. So yeah, let me show the second way to do it just one more time. You bounce the guy off the walls. And then just go, oh, yeah, see. As you can see in that, I got greedy. And I let the dragon go out of phase with me. And his fireball went right over the treasure. Now the key to getting this treasure is to make sure the fireballs do not go over the treasure when you're going back and forth, and then you can literally just go diagonally and you don't even have to worry about it. Or, and I'll show you, not even paying attention, I'll show you right here. Let's just pretend there's a fire, or there's a treasure in the middle, bottom of the screen. You just go down and scoop it up. Oop, I forgot there was a treasure there that I still have to pick up. Yep, that's really it. Alright, so that's the end of my video.